Hello everyone, what is going on? My name's the Newbie Warrior, and welcome back to my K-pop reaction channel. Today I am extremely excited because I just reacted to the Bette MV, which is the uh, title track off of Newest, uh, their most recent comeback, which just happened about an hour ago, and I was blown away. That's the very first time I've heard or seen anything from Newest, from this group, and like I loved that concept. I really liked the video and how dark and like not dark like evil creepy dark, but like dark like a very I don't know. It had a kind of unique good dark vibe to the song and the video, and I really liked how they used repeating themes, and they had that very ominous like queen they were serving, and like it was a very cool video. So if you haven't checked that out, please go and check that out. Um, but today I'm going to be reacting to the album reaction. So what? That makes no sense. Today I'm going to be reacting to the rest of that album. The sixth mini album, Happily Ever After. Like I said, I absolutely loved and obsessed over that title track. And so this will be the second time I hear anything from them. So hopefully I like their B-sides. Yeah, I'm just going to go in order. And I think I'm going to listen to Bette again. Because it is a mini album, I generally will listen to the title track again. A lot of the time you miss context of how an album is going to flow, like if you're just listening to it, if you skip a song. So yeah, here we go. This is Segno something. Let's find out. Ooh, is this gonna be like a jazzy or more ballad based song? Maybe. Nice little harmonies. What's that bass doing? Okay. This is pretty. Oof. It's a beautiful break here. Wow, this is really good.
Baby don't forget my mind. Baby don't forget my heart.
Oh, the different sections, but they're slowly bleeding over into each other. And those jazz chords come back in. That's very nice. And then the really processed high, coming back to you. He throws that back into the back of his throat, it sounds like, too. It may not even be that. Sorry. I'll let the song go as soon as I say this. It may not even be that processed. Like, it sounds really processed at first. Like there's... Auto-tune is almost a bad word. I don't mean it as a negative. But it's just like, it's very clearly a stylistic thing to make his voice sound that way. But actually, when I hear it, it almost sounds like he's just singing from the back of his throat instead of like his head or his chest. Listen. I'm turning back to you. Like he's just singing from back here, which is interesting. But like I said, I'm sure there's some editing on it. But Cool sound. It's kind of risky. Some people think that sounds bad. I like it. Is that the same guy that does the drowning? He has a very pretty voice. I can't tell if that's the same vocalist or a different one. I think it's the same vocalist. Ooh, do you hear that stutter on that third one? Also, shout out to this song for mixing up the percussion. I thought it was going to be that snap the whole time, and I was going to be annoyed, but they actually cut it out in favor of a couple of other drums. And ooh, now like a metronome sound. Wow, that's good. Like, mind blown. This is a group that has put out 6 mini albums. Well, 5 before this. They had 5 mini albums, and I'd never heard a song from them. This is why this channel makes me so happy to do. It's because, like, yeah, I'm growing a brand, and yeah, I get to, like, make people happy who like an artist, or, like, I get to create some positivity and entertainment, hopefully. But, like, the real benefit of doing this channel for me isn't growing a brand and, you know, getting people who like me. It's actually just I get to listen to cool K-pop I wouldn't be exposed to otherwise. Which is pretty selfish if you think about it, but whatever. But I'm so glad that I saw this comeback and jumped on it, because this is, like, I thought Bette was, like, incredible. I can't believe it. I need to hear this group. But, you know, sometimes a group has one song. Nope, apparently their first B-side off the album does that too, so... And it was a very different vibe to Bette. But, wow. I'm impressed. I'm really excited. This is going to be a group I listen to a lot more of if everything is like this. So I'm going to play just from the end of this song, because I want to hear it bleed into Bette. I'm curious if that metronome ticks into Bette in an interesting way. Or whatever that tapping is. Oh, it's a clock, not a metronome. Okay, so it doesn't really... I was just curious if there was something there. I'm not going to be saying as much, probably, during this, because this isn't my first reaction to the song, because I just did the MV, so... This instrumental reminds me of, like, an Ariana Grande track, to be honest. And I love it, because I like Ariana Grande. So, hey, it's all good. Ooh, I like that lurch. I missed that the first time. Hold up. We're going back on that one. Listen to this lurch after the verse. Ooh, that's really clean. That's the kind of thing that I hear when I'm just passively listening to music, and I go, whoa, 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 I need to stop my life and listen to this artist a lot. Oh, that chorus drops in so clean. Very stuttery synths. That... It's a lot of jazzy... or R&B inspired dancey, more modern tracks do that with not bouncy, but like really steppy synths. Not quite glitchy, but like this. Cool. This is a cool song. That's a really, really beautiful drum. I'm curious what they did to it, because it's a cool sample they have. The bass. Ooh, this track. I love it. So pretty. Oof. Nice little ad lib. Man, that song has like a lot of things that I really like independently. Like it nails so many things that if I hear one of, I like a song usually. Like let me just make a list of things that like for me like usually are enough by itself for me to like a song that this song has. The most important like the use of really jazzy chord progressions and rhythm sections, but in an entirely electronic context, is very cool. That's something that my brain instantly is like, I don't know, it's like cracked to my brain for some reason. It's just my brain is like, yes, yes, give me the electronic jazz. I don't know why. That's probably a bastardization of jazz to a lot of traditional musicians. To my brain, it's just I get flipped onto that so quickly. So that's like instant ear candy. I will like your song. And then also then using those chords and that electronic jazz production to piggyback off of that to some really impressive vocal showcases, and then also to do really cool unique things with the instrumental and changing up your rhythms throughout it, changing up your percussion, and then just it was just good. It's just really good. The rap verses worked. They didn't feel forced or shoved in. They felt like the songs were built around the rap verses rather than the rap verses being shoved into the song. That was good. I like it. Two out of 6 absolute incredible smashes. On to bass. Oh. Oh. Oh, eargasm, everyone. I just eargasmed. That's synth. It's such a low bass. Okay. Woo. Oh, they harmonized with that chord. I like this. I like this a lot. This is very unique. I've never heard a song like this, I don't think. I mean, like this midsection I've heard in other stuff. But this overall, this song is very, very cool. And the song is appropriately named because that bass. Very like 70s synths as well. Little jazz flourish, trumpet flourish in there. Okay. Brace. Ooh. That was clean. I didn't love that rhythm break. It's okay. It was just... It's fine. It worked. It worked for the song. It's not my favorite part of the song, but it worked. It worked for me. It's fine. This is very cool, though. Okay. Wow. I could say a lot of things about that song. We'll see how many of them I actually end up saying. First of all, the song has a very, very appropriate name, and it is in all caps for a reason, because the bass on this song is bass, alright? It's not bass, bass. Second of all, like, a lot of what they did on this song I've never heard ever before, and it felt almost too chaotic, like, really close to a line of, like, what is happening here? But it wasn't, and I liked it. I didn't like it as much as the first two songs. I think it's possible they tried to do a little bit too much for me to love it. And the section that I didn't like was the rap break towards the end of the song, where there was where the instrumental cut out, and they kept just that kind of pretty repetitive percussion loop, with just like the crash cymbals and like a couple of hits, which is fine. It's just like the rest of the song felt so weird and out there and unique and like just beyond comprehension that they have this one section with only that sound. Maybe that was deliberate. I almost believe at this point that was deliberate, but it just wasn't my favorite part in the song. That kind of dragged it a little below the other two, but I still loved it. Wow, this group's weird. Alright, on to 4. Here we go. Talk About Love. Are they gonna keep with this jazzy electro stuff? Oh. Oh. Alright. I'm in. Ooh, we got some like xylophone or something. A little bit of tropical. Let's go. Woo. Whoa, the weird low vocals. It's funny they're playing like 1 or 2 notes of a xylophone in there. Or like a marimba. It's more like a marimba. Jeez, the vocals. Ooh. Is that just a choir sample behind him? That's crazy. Ooh. That was crunchy. A lot of rap on this song. A lot of it. It's good. This song is very, very smooth. That's tripping me out. It's that just like a little tiny bit of marimba. It's like I'm tripping. Ooh, the vocal. Whoever that is has a gorgeous, gorgeous upper register. the upper harmony. Cool. It's just gonna play the next song. Stop. Okay. That's my favorite song on the album. That is... I loved Bette so much that I didn't think I would like something as much as it, but talk about love. Holy... Talk about love in that song. It's not a good joke, but I don't even feel bad for making it right now because the song was so good. Oh, I love that song. It's just so musically interesting and so jazzy. Like, so jazzy. And what's cool is they had a lot of opportunities to make a much simpler song that I think still a lot of people would have liked, but they didn't. They didn't play it safe. Like I said, like on the rap verses, they did some really weird things. Like there was one rap verse, I can't even say which one because a lot of the song was like little rap verses and then throwing it to another member. But on one of the rap verses, it was like he was singing over the top of like a choir sample, and it wasn't like a well mixed like a choir performing a song. It was like literally, if you look up choir ooh and you push on like a Casio keyboard or whatever, and you just hear the oh, like he was rapping over that. But that's so cool. I haven't heard that, and it worked. It's not just wow they did a thing I've never heard. It's wow they did a thing and pulled it off, and it made music that my brain really attaches itself to. And that's what I liked about it. Also, just that genre I'm super biased towards. I don't even know if I call it just R&B or just electronic R&B, electronic jazz. I don't know, but it's just so good. It's just jazz, right? But it's just not played with real instruments. Still feels weird just saying jazz. I like it a lot, though. Alright, I could just talk over and over again about this track, but we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, I like this too. Whew. They cut the track to say that. Okay, this is very good as well. Ooh. That has a very nice groove. The way it dropped in was so clean. Just drowning in happy sound. They cut a lot of the track for this pre-chorus that's in there. It's good. That synth. Oh, that build into the drop. They did it very different from last time, funnily enough. They didn't cut it that time. They've cut it every other time on that part. Oof. Just drowning in sound. It's funny, every time he says I'm not different, they do something different. Okay, we have one track left. That was so good. This group they're nuts. They're just, this album, I could just be this album, I don't know, but this album is one of my favorite albums that came out this year. Like, I don't know, I don't know. I'm not going to put it in a ranking. I don't want to worry about that. But just know that I am going to listen to this album over and over and over. It's going in my normal rotations. I mean, even if the sixth song is not good, then I will just, take it out. But, like, these 5 tracks, at least, are going to be in my normal rotation of stuff that I just listen to on a loop. Because it's so good. And so, it's just so, it's just different. Which, I was trying to make the pun, but it's true. It's like, it just has such a cool vibe to it. Like, different in particular, I think it wasn't quite as interesting as some of the other tracks on this album, but it was still pretty unique and cool, and I just loved the sound of it, which is, I guess, more important than being unique, you know what I mean? Despite how much I harp on things that aren't unique and then love things that are. But it, like, different just nailed what it was trying to do, and then also they made it different with the ad-libs and with some of the percussion coming in and out. So I could have used a little bit more changing up of that synth for the choo 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 choo. I'm probably way off that. Don't even listen. Never mind. What I'm saying is that main synth that was driving like almost the whole song, I think probably could have used a switch up, or there could have maybe a key change or something in there. Could have made that like a perfect 10 out of 10 song. But I loved that song. By the way, I'm not actually giving these ratings. I just meant like actually perfect. It's good. I love it. All right, on to the last track. Can they pull a 6 for 6 for me? Okay, hold up. So this tells me that the end of the Bette video was just teasing this. So these songs might be connected somehow. But also they could have just been teasing the album. I don't know. Okay, sorry. I'm onto this now. Because they played this beginning part at the end of Bette MV. And I was really confused. Ooh. It's like the synths are surrounding me, attacking me. Ooh, just the glitching of the... Plus the vocals, dude. Ooh. He came in so clean on that. Ooh, that's so nice.
시선 돌려 걷게 만들어 밝은 빛에 나의 영원한 춤 나의 조언에 이뤄짐의 끝 손을 잡아 하늘 아래 영원함을
Ooh, break during the rap verse. So I'm not saying much this track, I'm just listening. Oof. Just like the synths all around me are gorgeous, even though they are a little repetitive. But because of like where they're sonically placed. Woo! That was gorgeous. Also, I was wrong. They didn't play the beginning of this. They played the end of it. Because I heard I'm Fine and then they went to Utopia. That's it. Oh, man. 6 out of 6 on that. Sorry, I don't want to listen to anything else right now. 6 out of 6 on that. That is incredible. 6 tracks for their 6 mini album. 6 hits. Perfect. They're the 666. Absolutely nailed it. I can't even, like... I'm so happy. This is so good. This is like reminds me of the first time I heard Idol, or like where it just instantly the first track is like, oh, I get it. And I think it's because I like electronically produced, really jazzy R&B type stuff so much, and that I find that fusion of like actual hip hop and rap, and then like little bit of 90s R&B, and then like really jazzy chords, and then with like electro pop and dance music and EDM, and like I find that melting pot of sounds like just really appealing. So I know that makes me really biased towards a group, but regardless, this is incredible. Standout tracks for me: Bette, Talk About Love, and then Segno, however you say that. Probably in that order. I don't know. Talk About Love, maybe, then Bette. But they were all really good. I think my least favorite was probably Fine and Bass. Fine, I felt like didn't do quite as much to separate itself. I could have heard that from a lot of artists. Like, there were little flourishes that were really unique, but like a lot of the song, the bass production of the track, I could have heard a lot of other places, and I have heard a lot of times. But they did enough to make it their own. And if it is in some way connected to Bette, like the concept of it, because they switched to a different portion in the video. If you guys haven't seen that yet, I probably sound like a crazy person. I highly recommend you go check out the link that I have in the description and see my reaction to the Bette MV, which also dropped today, because I just like, what I'm talking about is at the end they play a section. I wasn't sure if it was part of Bette or a different song, and they were advertising something next or tying it in with an old concept or whatever. I think it's just the end of Fine, which is interesting, but the whole visuals of the music video changed. So I'm curious if anybody can tell me what's going on with these two songs, or like what's going on with their concept. But actually, this is really good. Let me know if there's more new ass stuff you guys want me to react to, like other title tracks or stuff like that, because this, if any of their music is like this, then I've been missing out not listening to it. Like, this was just actual top of the line for me. Loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. My name's the Newbie Warrior. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and please remember to stay newbie.